I've recovered from a lot of trauma and experiences in my life. And when I got to be in my 30s, I decided I needed to go to a psychologist because it was affecting my life. And so after 3 visits to the psychologist, I decided this is not going to work for me. I had to find another way. So I was in a health food store, found a book called Success Over Distress, read it in a day, tracked down the author, called him up, and told him, I need to study your techniques. I need to learn from you. So I started taking all of his classes, learned everything I could from him, studied with his associate, took all of her classes, learned what I could from her, and just took from other modalities. And then in the end, I took out of it what I found really was effective and really worked. And so I called that the Insightful Change Method. Well, since that time, I've been doing that for 21 years as a trauma recovery coach. And I want to tell you just a brief example of how effective this is. When I was doing a training class early on in learning these techniques for other practitioners, I had a gal call me on the phone and wanted to attend the class. And right away, I didn't like her voice. I didn't like her. I hadn't even met her yet, and I didn't like her. And so, of course, she comes to the class, and now I really didn't like her. So by the end of that first weekend, I was a mess. And I went to my instructor, and I said, you need to help me overcome whatever she's triggered in me, because there's something that's not right. And if I don't get this cleared by the time the next class comes around next weekend, I'm not going to be able to teach the class. So her first question to me was, what is it you don't like about her? And I said, she got weird eyes. And the instructor said, it's not about her eyes. Dig a little deeper. And my response was, she's phony. And so she said, okay, we need to look where in your life you're being phony. So we cleared it. We did this whole balance around that aspect. And then next weekend came, and she came into the class, and she's always smiling and happy. She came right up to me, and I looked at her eyes, and she had the most fabulous, beautiful almond eyes that I had ever seen. And we started to chat, and I just connected with this woman. So for the next 18 years of her life, we were really, really close friends. And I think about what I would have missed out on had I not taken that stupid nail out of my head. It was about me and my issues. And so that's what we need to, when we think of things that trigger us and we're not comfortable, we need to look inside ourselves.